Welcome back to the Weekly Crave on the Craves channel. Today we're going to take a look at some upcoming games that are coming out next week, but also some news like the Dr. Disrespect news and also some new announcements that got made this week. So let's start off with the games that are coming out. Well, we're going to start with a DLC because Final Fantasy XIV is getting its Dawn Trail DLC coming to all consoles and PC on July 2nd. And on July 4th, we are getting a game from the minds of Genshin Impact. We're gonna get Zenless Zone Zero that's coming out on PlayStation, PC, and also on mobile platforms. And finally, on July 5th, we have The Legend of Heroes Trials Through Daybreak. I can't read. It's coming out on all platforms except Xbox. Another game Xbox is missing out on, but I think they have been missing out on the Trails or Legends of Heroes series for a while now. And that's all the games coming out next week that we thought were worth looking into. But of course, now we're gonna go to the news. And let's start off with Palworld, the game that took the world by storm. The Pokemon killer, the open world arc killer. It's coming to PlayStation. When not sure, it's just a tease at the moment, but it seems to be coming out on PlayStation hopefully later this year. It's already gotten some great updates as well, so the PlayStation fans have that to look out for later this year hopefully. The Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition came out last week, but Beyond Good and Evil 2, the game that got announced 10 years ago now, there is supposedly a specific mission that would tie the games to each other. I've personally not played it yet, but I am planning on playing it soon through my Ubisoft Plus subscription. A great subscription if you love just Ubisoft games, like I do. And hopefully that mission will give us some more information about Beyond Good and Evil 2. Embracer, it's probably known now that they shut down a lot of studios, take down a lot of games, but they silently cancelled a Red Faction game. A game that a lot of people have been wanting to return, because it's been a long time since the last game for that came out. One of the games got remastered for the PlayStation 4, and I think also Xbox One, but it's basically it. Not really new stuff is coming out for that. And now it seems to be that there's nothing left. Speaking of things that are gone, Forza Horizon 4 is getting wiped from the storefronts. Probably due to licensing issues, but if you have owned one of the DLCs and you have played the game through Game Pass, you are actually getting the game for free and you can claim the game through a code that you're being sent to the messaging app. You don't have to buy it if you own one of the DLCs for it. That's a nice thing that Xbox is doing. And if you don't have it yet and been wanting to try it out, it's worth picking up because it's a great game and the Lego DLC is just amazing. And now the big news from this week is of course Dr. Disrespect. While we don't usually cover streaming news, this is also some things that involve the gaming industry, because Dr. Disrespect got fired from his gaming studio Midnight Society, a game that he founded himself together with some other people. So he is gone there, but that's not all. He also had a skin in NBA 2K24, which is also getting removed in the next patch. And finally, he also got dropped by the 49ers. He probably signed a contract because he heard A minor instead of 49ers. And the last game he played is Elden Ring. So let's just talk about that right away after, because Elden Ring is getting a patch because the DLC was getting too hard. There were a lot of streamers that had some hard times with the game. I think Kai Cenat took about 30 hours to defeat the final boss. He even had a therapy session in the middle of his stream, which is kind of funny. Yeah, it's getting a patch to make it a little bit easier and hopefully more people can enjoy the game now as well. The game is of course known for being too hard. And I honestly think patching it would not be that good because people like a challenge. Capcom has announced a Dead Rising remaster. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. It's not actually a remaster, it seems to be a full remake of the game. Built from the ground up with full new visuals, everything in the style of the newer games, or at least the third game, fourth game. But Dead Rising is back. I didn't think this would happen, especially because they shut down the studio that was working on the third and fourth game, or I think all of them even. But it's back, and they are gonna announce some new info about it during the Capcom Next. That's also coming next Monday. We know that Dead Rising is coming out in 2024, but there they are probably gonna announce the full release date. But during the Capcom Next, some other games are also getting a spotlight. Resident Evil 7 for iOS is getting an update. There's also info coming for Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. I think they also showed some gameplay during the Xbox showcase. But that's also coming with some new info, and maybe they announce some more stuff as well. They didn't say that they are going to announce something, but you never know with Capcom, like maybe a new fighter for Street Fighter or something. So keep your eye out on that, and we're going to of course talk about that next week. Our favorite Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, is coming to Dead by Daylight. She's going to be a playable hero, and she's coming next month in July. So you can now download an Xbox app and stream games through that through the TV. But that also comes with some other news, because Xbox seems to have cancelled their cloud console box. No really info has been given, but it seems that that cloud streaming box has been cancelled. Let's talk about one of my favorite games of all time, Assassin's Creed, or the franchise in general, because yes, there are finally some remakes coming. It's been known for a while that Black Flag is getting a remake, hopefully somewhere this year, or maybe as a pre-order bonus for Shadows. You never know, they did that with, I think, Assassin's Creed 3 as well. So yeah, it's getting a full remake, but they said multiple. So let's hope the first Assassin's Creed is getting a full remake in the style of like Mirage maybe, because that would be awesome and the setting would fit perfectly. And maybe they are fully remaking some other games as well, like the Ezio trilogy, because the last remake, while it was good, it wasn't really a remake, it was just a port that didn't look that well. Now let's go to our PlayStation section of this Weekly Crave, I guess. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is getting its first ever sale. It's 30% off, making it around €40, $40. Which is honestly really worth it. I personally picked it up as well. And yeah, you can now pick it up for PC and PlayStation with that steep discount. Concord, the game that everyone kind of forgot about or didn't care about, it's getting a beta. There's going to be a closed beta, but also an open beta. The open beta is going to be from July 18th to July 21st, both on PC and also PlayStation 5, and it's crossplay. And you have unlocked everything you can do in the game. So if you are not sure about the game, try it out this July. We are almost done, but we have still some more PlayStation news to get through. We have PlayStation themselves, their studio Bend, or Bend Studio. They're working on a brand new IP. Sadly not Days Gone, but their new IP is working on the Horizon engine, the engine that they use for the Horizon games. So let's hope it's another open world game, because they really know how to make those. PlayStation Star, where you can earn digital like goodies. It's been down for almost a week now, or I think even more. You still can get the rewards for buying stuff and other things, but it's not really working, and let's hope that gets back up soon. And finally, another piece of PlayStation news. We are getting PlayStation 3 games natively on the PlayStation 5 console. So that means no more streaming. You can just download the game and play it whenever you want without having an internet connection needed, which is a huge step up from the streaming, because not everyone has those streaming capabilities. That was everything for the news this week. Did we forget something? Did you want to add some information about something we said? Let us know in the comments. This video is sponsored by GamerSubs. Use code DEX to get 10% off and also a free pack of samples. Let's check out the game of the week. This week we have Alan Wake 2. It just got a new DLC, so why not play that as a community as a whole? Did you enjoy this video? Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all our videos. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to check us out next week again for another Weekly Crave.